TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Send the tight end in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Quarterback now on the run, still looking.
Oh my goodness.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they got it at the 34. To the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the right.
Whoa!
Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning. Just strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Hand off from the shotgun. Great tackle. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Lockett. Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Nice.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Hawkins. He's going for it all. Fakes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get...
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, TCU.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give on the counter. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a 1st down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback. And they couldn't do it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Athens. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the MAC. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Dropping back, it's Lockett. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Blue Devils will send out the
run. I haven't heard that nigga name in a long time.
Wants to bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Handoff to the single back. Got enough for the first down and one score. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's small. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Catch in the middle. It's Ezukama. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Buying some time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Second down, he'll throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's McLaurin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Blue Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to pass. It's Lockett. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Give the defense tons of credit. They were not fooled. Everybody thought that was going to be a run play, but the defense didn't. They pinned their ears back. They got upfield, and they got to the quarterback.
The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Small. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Trying to set up the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get into some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
No way.
To stop the threat. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Blue Devils. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's small. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. 2nd down coming up. Off play action. Steps away to find some room. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense
breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lockett. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll try the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Blue Devils are marching down the field. Here we go. Gives it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Lockett. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an end. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to be ready to execute in the red zone.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And this one is perfect. And now they take the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it out. It's Lanier. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Palmer. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Pushes toward the goal line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. To the edge, it's Palmer. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they... All game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, is that good situational football. Understanding what they're trying to do. They're trying to get it to their speedster. I got to come up. I got to get him on the ground. Nice execution by this defense, and they're going to need more of it. Late in the football game, who's going to win this battle?
Quickly out to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Out across the 30, mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking for a man. It's Lockett. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Got a man. It's Fleming. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play-action fake. Here's the pressure. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. How about this defense slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here. And the quarterback takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks. They've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College. The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen, as we'll see a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Horvat. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down.
Yeah.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. So the USF Bulls offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Finds a little space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Leads it with the back. He's in open space downfield.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up in the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unleashes one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They go to the ground. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Brown wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Florida.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Leonard. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Navy offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here we go. The give to the fullback. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the
Last minute. Okay.
And got the tackle for a loss.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Grab near the marker is Kent. And he's brought down the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first
That
down.
bullshit continues.
Obviously, 3rd downs. So critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass. First down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Navy will have to punt it away.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Looking to scramble. Rolling right and going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bulls will punt this one away. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the option.
Mm-hmm.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. It's caught. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Boy, last year was a massive success for the Mids under Coach Brian Newberry. They won 10 games. The thrilling come from behind victory in the... Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
The brigade celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising, Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to methodically move the ball down the field.
Oh, my goodness.
Creates a little space. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He breaks the tackle. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying play action. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Horvat. Oh, they're after him.
Just threw
that one away to avoid disaster.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Handoff to the single running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground, it's Franklin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the
fuck are they making him drop?
4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll move it down. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. And he's knocked down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll take another shot here. It's caught. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Quick handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Scrambling away. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Norton. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USF.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Horvath.
Yeah.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Bringing it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. The sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. Trying to bull his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll immediately call timeout. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right.
Oh,
That one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Brown will throw it. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Nimrod. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They'll run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit. Complete pass.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Motion from the back. Brown wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive.
What's going on, bro?
Good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Now on the option. Can't get him to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Big fullback's got it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. They made the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Might be changing the route. Off play action on 1st down. Firing deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go to the fullback. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Navy will have to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Using his legs, it's Franklin. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Puts it out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
for the offense.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Try to get it to the edge. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Extending the play. Fires on the move. Tosses it incomplete.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He might want another play. Off play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And that's really nice offensively, because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Touchdown Bulls! Quick strike through the air for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Bloomington. They're up by 24 over Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Navy quick to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be. Because
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they got on 2nd and 14. These corners backing off a bit. Bringing the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kick them in the face?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The handoff to Johnson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. The give to the back. There he goes. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
On first down, here comes this offense. Power football with the run. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA.